Hello students, welcome back in a new session. So today we will discuss next collection data type, that is tuple data structure. So tuple is exactly same as list, but the main difference between tuple and list is tuple object is immutable objects and list object is mutable objects. So immutable objects means the content or the element which is stored inside the list cannot be changed or modified, and in mutable objects we can change, we can modify the elements exist inside the list. So we can say one thing we should know about the tuple, that if our data is fixed and never changes, then we should go for tuple. So tuple is represented in parentheses and with comma separated values. So here in this example we have one tuple T1, so which contains the elements 10 to 20, 30, 40. Now when we check the type of T1, then that looks like a tuple, and this is the value of T1. Now if we talk about the next variable T2, which contains 100, 200, 300 and 400, and when we check the type of T2, that is also tuple. So here when we represent value, it contains the parenthesis, mean to say when we apply and when we initialize the value without parenthesis, then it makes parenthesis at the print display time. So when we fetch the value, so it comes with the help of parenthesis. So parenthesis is used to represent the tuple. So here in this example we have tuple T2, which contains the elements. Now we check the 0th index value of T2, then it prints the 100 here, that is here. Now if we change the 0th index value, so T2 of 0 equals to 1000, in place of 100 we want to insert the value of 1000, then it gives some error. Tuple object does not support item assignment, that's why tuple object is immutable, means in tuple there is no possibility to change or modify or to replace the existing value with the new value. Now if we talk about the list, so here we have list to L1 and this is the list, and we check the 0th element of the list, so this is 100. Now if we change the 0th position, 0th value 100 to 1000, then it becomes change in the existing list. So list object basically a mutable objects in which the value can be changed or modified. Next one is in tuple insertion order is preserved. So insertion order is preserved means the sequence in which the elements is entered in the list or stored inside the tuple, that sequence cannot be changed or modified. So next one is in tuple duplicate values are allowed. So here we insert some duplicate values inside the tuple, that is 10, 10, 10, 20, 20 and 30, 30. When we make a command to print the T2, then we get the same value as a resultant output. And now we check the type of T2. So here the type of T2 class is tuple. Next is in tuple both homogeneous and heterogeneous elements are allowed. In homogeneous we have one tuple, so here we can make a duplicate value inside the tuple. And if we talk about the heterogeneous, or in homogeneous only one type of values is allowed at one time. Means here we have only a decimal values. Now if we want to insert the float value, then all the elements inside the tuple must be float. But in heterogeneous, number of combinations of values can be possible to enter inside the tuple. So here we have decimal values, float values, string values, and some keywords and some complex values as well. So this is heterogeneous and homogeneous. Next is indexing. So in tuple, both positive indexing and negative indexing are allowed. So in positive indexing, the index value will be started from 0 position or a 0 value, and this would be any positive number. And if we talk about the negative indexing, so negative indexing basically comes from right to left, and any negative number starting from the right side. So -1 is the starting number of negative indexing, and any positive number basically is the place of positive indexing value inside the tuple. So here we have negative index number, here we have positive index number. Now this is T3 of 0, 3. So 0 is the starting point from where the elements of tuple should be printed, and 3 is the position in the tuple and how many characters or elements we want to print on the screen. So third position, so 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. So Python 100.23 and so 10 and 100.23 in Python. Now if we talk about the T3 of 0, 4 and 2, so here 0 is the starting position, 2 is the total number of characters positions, how many elements would be printed, and 4 is the position. So in this maximum 4 values can be read out, but here we have only 2 values, so 2 elements of the list of the tuple would be printed.
I hope you got some valuable information from this video. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Thank you.